influence we self now we left for take this kUSH they destroy the youth and future kUSH they kill the youth.
See son, a small son just because of how they persist for smoke the drug, make it on this so. And the drug, if I not smoke am for the day, I know they feel fine. If I not smoke kUSH, I go sleep, I got pneumonia, I not smoke kUSH, I not go able to do nothing. Nothing I not go able to do. Except for sleep, man, no day. And I had to sleep. I had to sleep. Similar pa. Amila Paris, Sonesca, après là. Allez, and la pa ben for cover no day. La pa for cover no day. Thing for do no day just because of I no get work. I no get order they give me and I bomb I dey eat. If you not also na bomb I no dey eat. I no get mama, I no get papa. Mama don't die, me papa don't die.
kUSH they kill kUSH they kill
Bome, de grootste stortplaats van Freetown, de hoofdstad van Sierra Leone. Het is een deprimerende plek en toch komen hier elke dag veel mensen naartoe, vooral drugsverslaafden.
So what we can abomea, some of we not so idleness we can come from abomea. Some of we na abomea na in they make we feed we picking them. Some of we na we get money for buy kUSH for smoke. Because we will not get work, we not get thing what they do, we not get work. But at least we can keta na how they find. We pick this, we make this thing also, the value is still. We can take her. We take her, we go sell her. We solve, we own them. Then the balance where they left, we can smoke kUSH. But dear Papa government, now beg who they beg. When I able help we, from all back change, you back one change. Me, I get 5 picking.
All right. Well, King David, I'm sure you watched this short clip about the problems the way we used to go through in Sierra Leone with this kUSH business. Can you imagine people and they survive from Bome, and then they live, then they sleep, and from there they eat, and from there they get their living. It is very pathetic that this will happen in our country at this time. So today we're here for discuss and really analyze this kUSH business. We're going to talk about waiting they make this kUSH business here, they increase in Sierra Leone, the intake of kUSH, they increase in Sierra Leone, the crisis. What are the causes, the effect on society now and tomorrow, and what are the solution, how we go cause them, and we are really responsible for that. So now this we get for discuss today, and then later we'll bring we guest in, Dr. MATILDA BANGA, we get for join we for delve into this here. So David, what do you take on this video here? Just a quick one.
CO5, this kUSH crisis, their stories here, all the area, then site view here, what would they see with fellow Sierra Leoneans? Could you imagine somebody they live na Bome, dustbin, na they sleep, na they defend a living for get food, for make here in family in picking and survive? This is very hard rendering. We cannot imagine this for fellow mankind for live in that kind of situation. So the whole thing is we all just get for come together when we call this as a crisis. This crisis is similar to the outbreak of the Ebola CSFOBD. It's similar to even the war will be there in Sierra Leone. So in this, except we all get for come together, Sierra Leoneans, whether you're in Sierra Leone, whether you're out of Sierra Leone, whether you're in authority, or the authority, now we all for come together and fight against this kUSH. Now we all responsibility.
Okay, King David, thank you so much. And indeed, now all responsibility for make sure say this crisis here we eradicate in our society or minimize them to the lowest level. And for help we discuss all that here, we dey bring on now we guest Dr. MATILDA BANGA for can help we for discuss all that here way they happen at the place. So Dr. MATILDA, welcome to the channel.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Seco5, and thank you, David, for having me.
All right, you're welcome. So now, make I ask you. I'm sure you watched that short clip where I play about the kUSH, right?
Yes.
So, what do you think about that?
Sad. The first word we kind of in mind actually is where I see that one day sad. I kind of in mind. One, sad for Sierra Leone, sad for the future, sad for the people then where with the abo pan way for take on the baton for run with and for Sierra Leone for the future. So when I look at that video, now the first thing and the way occurred to me. But again, I pause to myself for say, before we continue for even talk about, waiting sad about the situation or how go able for waiting for doing the future, who say all this come out? Because if you want to solve anything, you get for look back, waiting at the root causes of the thing. And where I look and study waiting on the happen in Sierra Leone since 2016, actually, where kUSH start. Because my understanding is 2016, I come into Sierra Leone. And then by 2021, it became a whole big disaster for the country. So now that force occurred to me.
Okay, yeah, I mean that is really true, and a lot of discussion they on among Sierra Leoneans them about who that really for blame for all this kUSH. Some people then they say that the victims then because now they go buy, they are not forced to buy the product. Some people they say that the one that they bring out of the country. Some people they say that the government and the security apparatus who will get at the country. Some people then they blame relatives and parents. So I really want to let we delve into this. Let us try for see would that really for blame? Would that be the greatest responsibility for this kUSH business in the country? King David, what do you think? Let me make them quick. What do you think?
Okay, thank you so much, Seco5. Looking at the directions for no, would that be the greatest responsibility? Me go actually tell you, say, now the government. Because the reason why I say that, the government now ain't get the security. The government now ain't they control people their lives. The government now ain't know or now ain't go one what it will happen at that country if the government don't want. One day it will cut off and everything will come to an end. So even the securities are where they monitor people their lives, when I then get the security for safeguard the lives and property, if the government they enforce, they give them the right for me to enforce the law against drugs, particularly kUSH, it will stop. Yeah, some people go look at the direction, say, or the manufacturers, or the smugglers, or the traffickers. If the government is stand strong in work with the securities in, all that thing they go stop. Yeah, we go blame the one that way they go buy because they force them, but the government get a tool. They get the instrument for control them, for stop them, or for minimize that. So to me, I believe that the government.
All right. Well, King David, we don't hear you. and you point where you raise for say you blame the government for bear the greatest responsibility. Me say get my opinion on that, but I want to let Dr. Banga rub more day quick. Let we know, Dr. Banga, we get people that would say that the government, people that would say that the parents and relatives, some then say that the dealers they would bring it income, some then say that the very victims they would go drag that bomb, go get money for go buy this year. So really, you know, say, would I think say be the greatest responsibility, ma'am?
Seco 5, we all get corporate responsibility on this, but I think say the brunt of it, the government 9 for wearing. Because if you don't make provision for people, then go do waiting ever it take for make themselves feel how for feel. Because waiting they make people and take kUSH and they into them kind things and they because of hardship, because of boredom, economic hardship, peer pressure. When then they happen to people then, and then get easy access how for doing. Some people then they use kUSH as a way of their own solace. Some people then they use kUSH as painkiller. Painkiller meaning they are so much beating, they not get usai for turn, they not get waiting for do, so then take them for let them sleep, and then automatically it becomes, like really like a last resort for them because they not get usai for turn. We as the people of Sierra Leone, the country, the government of Sierra Leone, for look on them young people there and see them as with future. So the way they bring the drugs, shame on them because then they spoil with future generation. The government, I believe, say, get the means for let them able for tackle this situation. As a government, yes, very much so. We think he makes something they are not can blame parents because sometimes the parents their hands themselves tied behind them because themselves not know, probably don't even know better or even cannot provide or can't do anything. Because sometimes even when you get everything and you talk to your Pekin, you gotta be lucky for let listen to you. So yes, I just want for buttress waiting King David say, government must rise up as the father, the mother of the nation.
Okay, Dr. Banga, thank you so much for that contribution. I feel say we're all in agreement that government bears the greatest responsibility in this case. And Mr. Say, I agree to that on this because I believe say if government today, with all seriousness, decide to stop the dealers then from bringing that drug in the country, they will stop it. Because those drugs are not coming from the sky and just go into those dealership shops around. No. Then they come through with ports. Then they come through with borders, sea and airports and the borders. And I'm sure if government really want to handle this year, because this government don't talk say for invest in human capital development. One of in 5 main goals in that this time. And if we see or government they see the one way for investing, they're largely destroy like that. I mean, government need to be very proactive and act and stop them. Because yes, then people in the you say, so they go through a lot. Jobs not the people so no loss and people that thing ain't go make them forget. So they go and once you don't take it, you don't addicted to them, you don't get to stop. So the best thing government for do is for stop who said the thing they come away the week to them. And how you for stop them? Make sure say you place the security forces na the seaport. The seaport. But we don't see say they come more and more at the country. Because and we don't know say if they come out from China, the Netherlands, and UK. At the end of this video, we go play a video where they talk about that.
So sorry, Seco 5. I want for just make say, it is being, I don't know if it's brewed or prepared in Sierra Leone as well. Then they make a noun as Sierra Leone.
Yes, then they make indeed. According to what I don't find out, the chemicals them, then they bring her now.
Okay.
Yeah, then they bring on the chemicals them, the components where they make the thing. Then they can't do an now as Sierra Leone. So then get them a half a factory, all inside a country where they make them thing and they. And this video they can play at the end of the program, it will actually talk about all of that. It will talk about the components in the USA region they come out.
Okay.
Yeah, So me, I feel say that. But Dr. Banga, now that we don't know, say the government really therefore do more because, for instance, the mayor recently the mayor talk say now Freetown they don't turn now for the take the body because the cost too much. From September 17 up to August, he say about uh, how many hundreds of the body they don't pick up. He say Boku, you understand, about 142 corpses
Wow.
every day from January to August. And out of that, 136 na men, and then 6 na women. You understand, eh?
Yeah.
And then a month after that, then take 32 again a street.
Yeah. So 32 mass burial too.
Yeah, 32. Where one of the woman, the 31 on a Monday. And so the thing, they get worse. So we don't know say that the government will do more, but really, is that the only solution? Government will do more?
I
Dr.
really
Bonga,
not
what do you
think.
think?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think say na government alone. I make us say this is a corporate responsibility for we all as Sierra Leoneans. We get civil society organizations, we get foundations, we get non-profit organizations, we get people that even we as individuals can support. I see one program where they say somebody just go form like a football league for these young people. And believe it or not, 7 of those boys left the kUSH scene entirely and go join this football league. And today they are better fathers. I saw them taking care of their children and all of that. So we all get a corporate responsibility. The government no go for condom for do all things. But even on a one-on-one basis, even on our little non-profit organizations, we need to think out of the box. How how do we remove these people? First of all, environment makes such a great difference in anybody's life. If you keep somebody in the same environment where they don't use and they get the peer pressure to where they go through, it's difficult. So we get to think of ways how to help them people there. But to answer your question again, yes, this is not just government. This is all of us.
So, King David, what do you think?
Um, are they in line with waiting Dr. Martina Banga just say? We all get corporate responsibility for make we address or fight for eradicate this kUSH crisis. Because when we think about far back to the war, quite a set example from there. When the war began in Sierra Leone, when everybody say yes, this is a crisis, we for fight against them for many war done. Imagine this not been war where people their lives threatened by gun. So people be they watch each other, they watch our community, who side them feel say either if na junta or na rebel, then see say who side they don't can the camp or then they go with something. They look at each other with any suspicious movement. They alarm to the securities. They alarm to the government. Where the security then fail for take action, the people themselves, they move together, they go arrest that person.
Yeah.
They can't go to the government. And when they can't go to the government don't say the community don't really stand out, don't stand up for that. They say go afraid. Now, in a society, they push away when the traffic bring camp. Now the same communities then ports them where they and other things. And the greatest locations where the government and everybody knows say kUSH, the place of the hot dog inside Kide, now them Jamba ports. If they target them kind of locations then they see say the one when they say they Jamba this and that, then try for way a kind of waiting demonstration against them. Possibly go arrest or go hold them, kill them, go to the police. Then go begin the stop. Let everybody work together. Like, look, excuse me a little bit, make I go into the area, the first Eastern World Sea. The government again, who say they blame the government, my brother. Look at that kind of locations where people they live. I believe there is a law where they even prevent people there from living in that kind of location.
Yeah.
Because when they live there without kUSH, When somebody go live here and I go do anything, they come out of that particular place. Already, he or she is contaminated with disease. It can't live among una when they sick. Where are the securities? What are they doing? They're not able to stop people from going to their places they're there. Now, corporate responsibility, but the government really needs to step up.
Yeah, and King David, I agree with you. And me, I believe say government need to do more. Because in the first place, government for make sure say they clear everybody when they take kush when they outside at the street. Because they are under bridges, they are under trees, and then at the drugs being them. Government for make sure say they clear all them, the people in there, go put them at a particular location, who said they will provide them because we don't get the food them where they get for amputate. Because as a result of this kush, when they go put them, they give them treatment, when they nobody they go visit themselves. You understand? And then they try for make they get this withdrawal from this kush. Because if you pull all one from the market, you don't begin tightening the sales for the dealers there. Because these boys and girls, then they still go with all the problem and they still pay money for go to them dealers. They go get the thing. But if they are not there, then the market don't reduce. The market will reduce. Anyone market they see in the street, they take and carry and go. Market will reduce. Then the border, we don't see who side, then they carry drugs through the borders, pass when they catch them either in Guinea or Liberia. And that is just too bad for the government in the country. Who's on a security then they whether people then buy pass with then huge amount of drugs. This is motoka, then cross. Because people are making fortune out of this. People are making fortune out of this. So therefore, some man, the security man, they go, person they go with how many pounds of cocaine or kUSH, then get some $2,000-3,000. Boy, you know they talk. But then the salon mentality. Not to me they go smoke and then they get for go hole. Not to me picky they go give me they get out of them. I don't care. So all man they get. Rumors and they are around, even for say some government officials are involved. We cannot confirm that.
Yeah.
But that rumors they're around. You see, and if the government then they do this and the government is still talk say we get for invest in human capital, I am sorry, but government you get for do more. But now let's come back again to we don't say government really bear the brunt of this tier responsibility, and we know say corporate responsibility day. But to the relatives and parents, what you will say to them? Because we don't hear some of them people and they talk say, I begin to take kUSH, my mama driving a house. I begin to take kUSH, my relatives they all abandon me. You understand? They neglect me. So what you will say about that, Dr. Banga? What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, it's just like waiting King David in the sea. You know, when we put each other as watchdogs over we picking them, we community, we environment, we are the best police officers. We are the best army man the way they watch we picking them. We all for be watchdogs. If you know say you picking they take kUSH, and eventually you know say you're not good for them, you for be the first policeman wait for team up say if you take this kUSH and you know say it's going to drown your life, me no one for see you. I don't want to be part of your life. We get for be we young police them. Just like King David said, that's what happened at the war. We all be watchmen for each other. We get for deal with the drug dealers. See, we get for deal with the drug dealers. Other than drug dealers there, where you they see them, they go bury 100 young picking them, where you not worry about the future of the country. You not worry about the future of them people in there. Because waiting they happen to we is we serve as a nation, they lose with reputation. We they lose with credibility to the outside world. Because I understand say recently, Liberia began for protest so hard about this kUSH business here. For DREB, in fact, there was an issue, you know, with Sierra Leone and the kUSH thing. So then protest so hard. We for team up for each other as watchdogs. We and government for deal with the drug dealers. We know them. Like we know them. We all day around them, right? There are people who live around those people. They know them. They must deal very hard with these drug dealers. We for be we own border patrol, because if we be we own border patrol, we for then government go able for assist with. We this time where we for take is for get an implementation strategy, so that if we know say ABCD, we present unto government, government for able help with. But again, like what you say, we as the parents then, now we for say no, not only to the kUSH, but the continuous use of it. The fact that some of them so rebellious, I heard one interview where and say, then they asked this speaking, say, but you know, see you comping and they die. Waiting you go, waiting how you feel about that. You say, hey, well, now the kUSH. So me they say, for saying that the kUSH make it feel that way, like there's no regret, no remorse. Now that stage they don't reach, or what is it? Do we punish or do we polish? What do we do?
Well, I don't know what to say about your question. Regarding your
My head is going everywhere.
whether for punish or public, I don't know. So
do we punish and polish, or punish and or polish?
well, maybe
Well,
both.
let me tell you, yeah, I think both. We can use both.
Okay.
How we see in the criminal justice system now, America now, yeah, and some other parts of the world, how they address them drugs business. One, the jail, and they work together with the police. Because that made them call the law enforcement. They all in the same. The police, they arrest them drugs users in the street where they take drugs. Then take them at the jail. The jail, they provide a screening and rehabilitation. Why is they not jail? Then they give them medical, then they treat them, and then they even give them detox. Then they put them on detox in order for make them flush that drugs away from the system. Why is they not jail? And this jail here, they limit the movement and they serve as a temporary punishment for them. So that when they try to free, then they go out and they do this and so forth. No, they know they're confined. They don't get nowhere for go. But then they feed them and then they treat them. So when they don't go through all that screening process, that detox system, they at the same time they don't after everything, then they rehabilitate them back to the society. Then put them on that training. In fact, first of all, they provide educational program for them.
Yes.
Why is they not jail? So when they be then at the outside world, they be free. They know they go school. They know they get any education and so forth. So they begin to teach them small things they want to go learn. If you don't go far from school, then they will put them on skill training. So then they do carpentry and so forth. So by the time they leave that jail system, for many can integrate you back to the society, you could not become useful and you could not get more ideas. In fact, inside the jail, then they even get people then from the outside world, then the imam, then sheikh, then pastors, and they can preach to them. Then they teach them about the evils of drugs, for educate them, for sensitize them better. Because some of them actually, they are novice to what they do. Some of them are actually catch up by their friends, where they actually influence it. They don't really know.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
What they do now, good or bad thing. So just as you say, now punishment and polish. Let the punishment come first. Then go put them and confine them. Then from there they begin to give them some treatment. So all that treatment and so forth, all this now polish. For me, they will get them back to a sober stage.
Yeah.
You understand? Mm-hmm. And another point that they try for say, most of them communities, as they talk, and they still they emphasize on those where they trade them drugs here. You know, this jamba na a leeway or na a gateway to this kUSH. Maybe don't do me research when I go last really. There is this guy, when I go to this place, he got two trays. The one tray, now the grade 1. When the jamba where it mix with that kUSH chemical and so forth. That kUSH.
Okay.
So in the time small now grade 1, the grade 2 now the real natural jamba. Where you get. In fact, this grade 1 where they wrap and they dead inside, not they pull it out. Now the jamba, other jamba then walk it out. So when you go, if you're not possible, we don't they introduce into this kUSH here and so forth. When you go by the ask you now grade 1 you want or grade 2. Honestly, they see say a lot of out of what I can tell you, out of 10 of them, 7 they go in for the grade 1, whether the kUSH. And this grade 1 it costs to pass all. The grade 1, Nana don't other gentleman they work just one more for free, this and that. Now the grade 2 they go by one of the natural jamba.
The old school then.
Yes, that they go with. So now the other thing will really make a piece of this guy is some of them guys where they go for this grade 1. If you see say I'm going to go for grade 2, if you see say the grade 1 in the rate of sale they go down. When you go say you want grade 2, when are the natural jamba, and they deliberately take the grade 1 give you for make you take up and get the taste of it. Sometimes they can even discuss how they say, "Oh, this try this thing is good." So, but they know say it's addictive. When you don't take them for the one time, you know they don't be enough. So this is how some of them are introduced into this kUSH. When are the grade 1?
Okay, yeah. Well, King David, thank you so much for that insight and for your research, for sharing your research what you do, where you go salon with we. I agree. We need for punish and polish them. And they can't be say government for actually take them all, go put them somewhere and away from their relatives and families.
Yes.
You understand?
The
One thing,
environment change.
yeah. One thing we go on for say the relatives and parents them, some they know they handle this year fine, in my view. Because if you don't get your picking or your relative dealing with you don't observe, say they go take this kUSH here. Believe you me, not job on the street. Not job on the street. If possible, you hold and come on a police. Say, me, I want to lock an eye. You understand? Because I don't begin to take kUSH on a danger, on a drug they take. And that's a crime. So when they bring in picking camp, because the picking will be safer in the police station.
Yeah.
Than the job on the street.
Yeah.
Because when you drive on the street now, you don't get full access to the thing now.
Yeah.
You don't go afraid again. You will take out wheel because nobody cares about him or her anymore. So me believe say the parents, them relatives, and they make one matter, they overreact. When they make some of it, because like most of the way they will talk say, oh, me people that don't abandon me because I take this here. Now small that one for that video. Now small so food I be get. Now I don't big. You understand?
But you feel that the parents they know, are they aware? Do they know what to do? Like in that situation, because one of the awareness campaign they were for the raise, and I'm sure all organizations in Dua, is to how to handle somebody where they in drug abuse. The way they handle drug abuse now, is slightly different, right?
Correct.
So like where they talk, like where David they talk earlier on, where they handle possibly where they drug abuse, it's a sickness, it's a disease. So not for treater no more like say, oh, this is just the smoke, so now I make it this. So no, then don't reach a point where it's like a disease. So what do? We all get for work hand in hand with government. Because provision for day, where then people there, where then take drugs, we forget rehabilitation center. Where then they go get healed, or like what you say, if not police, then they go from there, then get rehabilitation center. Then go there and go get polished, purged and polished. You know, we need then steps in there because I don't feel say some of the parents they even know. Because some of we grow up where you do bad, now for beat you, now for do this. So some of the parents then then sabi where you do bad, I drag you come out now house, I drag you. So we need for educate them. You know, they talk about this why so sick. Government need for put money for learn for do then kind of activity there. Non-profit organizations, because we need for educate the parents there, which is the best way to do. Do you chase them out of the house, just drop them let go or go get worse? you for can't go to police where sometimes person they inside the way they even sell the drug, or we for create facilities where go able for help them people there to be purged and to be polished.
Okay, well, yeah, and definitely I agree. Government need for pour more money into this, and we get what we call in Sierra Leone a kUSH, Drug Enforcement Agency.
Yes, I saw.
Understand? We get enforcement agency. Government need for actually empower them, give them more money because they need for even get like a task force. You understand? We therefore employ them for they look go around na the city, na the port, then deploy them at the port them, na the border them. You understand? Many will do the searches alongside with the police. Well, I hope they will get some more people that will credible way. They're not going to take bribe as well.
Yeah.
Then the other question. But yeah, they need a task force. Let government put money. But with all this, where they go, I don't know. Probably sometimes some people are not hearing or don't see on some side, but we're not hearing nothing about this agency. What they talk? I don't hear the mayor don't talk. I don't hear the minister of social health don't talk.
Drug enforcement.
Yes, I know they hear from the director or chairman when or anybody from the agency.
Probably it put in budget, it lay in budget out, but they know the honor. So it's a
yeah. I mean, we don't know.
Okay.
Probably not. Sometimes they do, but they know but it need to get support.
They need help. They need help. Some of you ready for help. We can write out a clear and concise strategy.
Yeah.
To be implemented, and we will see results.
Yeah, and this particular thing here, I made this channel here today. Now we debut. We decided to come up with this because it destroy with nation.
Yeah.
We future generation. So this, I believe, what we don't share now will help a little bit. Once people they see them, now we only do contribution, and we'll continue for the talk about this.
Yeah.
For help, for advice the parents and relatives them. When I know the two people are not do like that.
Yeah.
When I take the hand over because the social welfare minister we talk say they don't set up rehabilitation centers.
Okay.
Take you picking crime good day, not job on the street.
Yeah.
They expose them more to the drug. Government need for empower the drug enforcement agency.
Yeah.
Excuse me a little bit, Seco 5. Would they actually talk they actually advise the parents then for me them will get them picking them and me them not go to let them picking them out and or neither drive them out. But the other point again what I want more look at, what of these individuals we don't already in a street before time? Because one, we know Sierra Leone or African settings. Some individuals then they don't jump on the street for long. And when they don't they na this street here, they they used to all kinds at the wheel. Smoke jamba, drink, and so forth. Now it don't come meet up or it don't can happen, say the introduction of this kUSH don't come. Where some of them don't they involved now into this kUSH, where they not even get no family. Just let that lady where they talk or that boy where they sleep and they say not get no family. So they don't get no family. So they don't come up upline for long, they don't run kind of free time.
Yeah.
So
they don't let them free time and their life don't become wayward.
Well, King David.
So they're only family in our government.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, therefore, the next one they have talk say government for try to clear them all under them bridges, then trees, then bomber, gather them all, carry them under the rehab center. The one that within our homes, where the family they don't see that they do them, many carry and go. The one that within in the street, the government is responsibility for gather them all, carry them go, clear them from the street. That will minimize and reduce this daily death of kUSH victims.
Then,
that's what I think.
Make we actually look again outside the box. Now look at what in Guinea they do. Now look at what in Dr. Banga say about Liberia. How did they fight against kUSH? And we remember one time, the one camp the way they said we don't establish long ago during the days of the war. So as they go near that around that Guinea axis. Why the Guinea man had to go and drive Sierra Leoneans away. They say they don't want them at that place. One of the reasons where they show was they don't observe, say, kUSH the rain as Sierra Leone, and then one day we don't go there at that camp where them they now they all they trade kUSH, and they come already there inside Guinea. And if they allow them for me to continue, that will affect them picking because they will begin to introduce kUSH to them picking. Now that made them kick them. Yeah. And Guinea, then they try for protect, and somebody tell me say they can even raid around and arrest anyone where they observe say they on drugs or they deal drugs, deal drugs like Guinea. So you see how they sanitize their communities. You see how they protect the people. So what is our government doing? What?
I mean, I agree with you, David. We not for Sidon. If they can call out what you call and raid, right? If they get for go raid them, wrap them up, and take them to a place where they are isolated.
Exactly.
They are isolated, then they are denied access to this kUSH, because then they pass and waiting, they call it jot, they call and jot. Then they pass the jot round from one person to the other. So what if una then a place where una they see themselves?
Thank you.
If kUSH they make una sleep, okay, una sleep 3 days, but at least you are in a place where you know say your life safer, and not only your life but other people's lives. Because the danger again, as I say, just like when they say that they try for drive them at Guinea, because our reputation and the credibility of Sierra Leone is significantly being compromised. Correct. So government for really grab for raiding people there, put them in a place society, then will be denied access to that thing. Because guess what? Now you can make any time where they say small protest. Guess who is there? And then did it.
Nothing.
Small process, small what they call it, will happen on the streets of Freetown, Sierra Leone, wherever. Now then people then did it. And listen, because they are so drugged up, they don't even know what thing they go on. They will go there and kill person, do something. They're not even aware. So we really get for this is a very serious thing, and I thank you so much, guys, for handling this. There are not things that this will be the last day we'll talk about them.
No, there's a lot.
For talk about them because the government they as the tree, the big tree, but part of the branch, the support system of the government, the support system will for make the country come up as the leaves. Now they're young people in there, so we need to handle it. We need to talk about it again.
Yeah, and I feel say this is a topic where we're not going to be done one thing today. We'll therefore revisit them.
Yes.
We'll try for round up now, and we'll encourage you viewers them for me to subscribe, hit the notification, share, and put them comments them. Then comments and they will review them. Then sometime that will create another topic about this thing here, who we can discuss. So to your viewers them, wanna make sure say wanna put down the comments, let we know wanna suggestions them, so that we go can voice out for this channel. So Dr. Banga, thank you so much. You do very, very well, and I have no surprise, no doubt in your input into this. And be rest assured that we're going to get you very frequently on this platform. The next one we're going to forget about LGBT, we're also on the rise in Sierra Leone. We can discuss them. We will probably add another guest to you, so that we will help you for discuss them. Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me, Siko.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you.
Dr. Banga.
Okay, so we'll close now this program with the last video. With that video, the reporter from France, where they talk about the source of this tea and the components of it. Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're going to Tata.
Here in Sierra Leone, the cheap and highly addictive kUSH has ravaged communities and wreaked havoc. Up until now, what was actually in the drug remained largely unknown. Declared an epidemic by the president last year, a recent report has now identified the core chemical components of kUSH. The Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime conducted the first known testing of the most common varieties of kUSH available in Sierra Leone and neighboring West African countries. and they found that it either contains synthetic cannabinoids or nitazines, a drug that can be up to 25 times more potent than fentanyl. For years, kUSH's ingredients were shrouded in rumors, said to contain everything from rat poison even to human bones. Now, experts say knowing what's inside the drug means there can be better treatment for overdoses.
There were 8 years between kUSH first emerging in Sierra Leone and us having conclusive, publicly available evidence over what kUSH is. We cannot afford to have those delays again because those delays cost lives. One of the myths that the research debunked was the idea that kUSH was entirely made within West Africa. The active chemical ingredients in kUSH, the nitazines and the synthetic cannabinoids, we do not believe that there is manufacturing capacity within West Africa.
Tests revealed that the ingredients of kUSH are largely sourced from China, the UK, and the Netherlands. Sierra Leone declared a national emergency last year after deaths related to this destructive drug soared.